I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
going to write it down next time.
I definitely remember Snake Trap in the tournament, but it was by a player who lost. I remember a rogue player played against the Snake Trap, and he just kept going for face.
Yeah, I do remember that. Gosh, I want to know, because I know RDU loves to play Snake Trap too. Like, actually, last season he gave me a hunter list that had one Snake Trap, and that was it. It actually didn't even have any other traps. And he was like, the only way I'm losing is when I draw this stupid trap, so I'm just going to cut all of them except for this one Snake Trap that I want. And I played this, I was like, this is actually kind of brilliant. He fit in a Dr. Boom, he fit in an extra Savannah High Main than he had in the original list. It fought really well.
You can see RDU is actually running, it looks to me that he's running a mid-range hunter, but he's also running a Glaive Zuka, and I think that's a testament to how much he really values the early board control early on, because the Glaive Zuka is not a card that has a lot of value typically, but it's very good at fighting for that early game control. Not only does it buff up the web spinners, but it also kind of acts like a slightly weaker Fiery War Axe.
Yeah, when you're fighting in these aggressive board positions, like say he's playing a mirror match here, when he has access to Glaive Zuka, he's able to trade up a little bit better and then also buy himself some tempo with Glaive Zuka. So he's able to trade a little bit of life to make sure that he can nab that extra edge. And that's one of those plans I think I like to go with. Whirlwind not too great in this matchup, so Nyrita is just going to use it to clear out this Haunted Creeper. Make sure he can stem as much damage as he possibly can. RDU's got Animal Companion though, and this could spell trouble. That one stings. You know, I think Raynad's right. I think it is always Huffer.
Yeah. We've seen it in majority of times in this tournament. It has been Huffer.
Yep.
Nereus has a really good answer. He doesn't even want to use the Axe Charger. Instead, he's going to develop his board a bit more and throw down 2 Cruel Taskmasters.
Yeah, I like this, even though RDU has 2 charges on the Glaive Zuka. It's just because he doesn't want to take extra damage if he doesn't have to. And this is not only not taking extra damage, but it's buying him life total by having these Glaive Zukas have to attack these Cruel Taskmasters. Not only that, but he gets to play this Sludge Belcher behind it too, so he gets to actually protect his second Cruel Taskmaster.
Yeah, RDU is thinking, why did you do that? I just get 2 free Cruel Taskmasters, but this is a perfect play right now. Getting the... Oh wow, he doesn't actually even use the Cruel Taskmaster to kill off the web spinner.
Yeah, I think when he does that, he's taking into account any knife juggler shenanigans that might be able to happen. And maybe being able to pick off like Haunted Creeper or something.
I think it's also a lot about that he also had another Fire War Axe in his hand as well.
Yeah, I think that definitely has a lot to do with it. The other thing too is if you paid attention to RDU's list the prior days, he knows that he's running a card like Sludge Belcher. So if this happens, it means that he gets to do this and keep... oh, never mind. I thought he was going to keep on to his 2-1 Cruel Taskmaster, but he's just going to save life on his Sludge Belcher instead.
Yeah.
Look at RDU's. Imagine if like no web spinner had been played in this one, and it's just Angry Chicken, Savannah High Main, Ragnaros, Freezing Trap. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't...
not the best hand, I would say.
Savannah High Main though, this is one of those really troublesome cards. Wow, Dr. Boom gets drawn. This hand is getting really big for RDU all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly what Warrior doesn't want to deal with. Dr. Boom and Savannah High Main on board. I mean, there is a Brawl in hand, mind you, and a BGH, but still, it's going to be a lot of trouble for Nyrita to deal with all of this.
Yeah, this is a lot of stuff to deal with. So Execute's going to come out. Buy him a little bit of time. Big Game Hunter. Bam. See ya! And just actually going for face here, and I really like this aggression because when he applies this much pressure, it really sends a message. So RDU has to see this and go, you know what? I actually have to deal with this board position right away, or I'm going to end up taking too much damage. I'm potentially going to die. So 4 damage Boombot goes to face, but Nyrita still at a very high life total. Ragnaros. This Ragnaros is actually going to do some major work.
Yeah, either it's going to kill a Shield Maiden, which is really good, or it's going to do 8 to face, which is also really good.
I think he's going to trade. I think he wants to keep his Ragnaros protected basically as long as he can. If any more removal gets invested into this Ragnaros, he's got another Savannah High Main to follow this. Wow, that Shield Slam's doing nothing right now. Oh my gosh, he just has to attack.
This feels so horrible.
I don't think I may have never seen this happen before ever. But you know what, RDU, he's got to check this Grommash, which he has the perfect card to do it with.
Oh man, yeah, Freezing Trap is pretty awesome. Anything like an Owl or even a Hunter's Mark would be also good draws as well. He just has to make sure that Grom just doesn't get another 10 damage, and he's flying pretty well. The Grob, still, it might tank another 8 damage for the Ragnaros though, and that's probably what Naria is hoping for in this scenario.
RDU's going to overcommit to the board to try to stabilize himself from Grommash as much as he can, and this is going to be a bit of a risk now.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the hit goes to face. This brawl could just outright win him the game. I think with what's happened this game, having a 20% chance to almost win is a pretty darn good deal.
You can't win immediately though, because there is of course the freezing trap on the field.
Right.
Yeah. So does he go for this brawl? Does he hope that maybe the Grom wins, or does he just activate the freezing trap right now?
Does he hope it's explosive trap and attack the chicken and just run the Grom in the
No.
face? But that might be a better chance to win, honestly.
No, I think he definitely knows that it's either freezing or snake trap, and is he testing for that now? I'm not sure if that's the correct play.
I think he is going to test for it.
I think Naria is actually logged offline.
Yeah, it's going to be another disconnect, it looks like. I just saw it as soon as you did.
And I think RDU saw it as well, because he tilted his head back in kind of frustration.
Yeah, so connectivity issues definitely being a problem here. But, you know, this game was sort of the opposite of the last one, where at this point he's at such a big disadvantage, given the gigantic plays that RDU has had with this kind of, frankly, strange Hunter build. He's got Ragnaros, 2 Savannah Highmanes, and a Dr. Boom. It's almost like it's just aimed at Warrior.
Yeah, and RDU just pretty much drew all of his threats that he needed. He even used his Glaive Zuka very well to kill not only a Cruel Taskmaster, but the slime that came out